watching Amitha Verma. I just came across this gorgeous pair of carved chairs and my heart literally skipped a beat. So today I wanted to share with you exactly how I'm going to transform this piece. I'm so excited to start painting this chair. I'm really excited about the potential of this chair, and you're going to see it's going to turn out so beautifully. Now to start with, I'm going to start painting the chair with French gray all over the chair. And once that's dry, I want to go back and add a second color. But before I even get there, I'm going to start by applying my first coat of paint in French gray all over this entire chair. Now before you get started painting, make sure you give your paint a good stir. Simply shaking it is not going to get all the creamy richness consistent throughout your can. So make sure you give it a good stir, dip your paint in, get it nice and full of paint, and then we're just going to start applying our paint all over our project. Is dry, I want to go back and add a second color onto these beautiful chairs. This chair has so many gorgeous carvings and details and gorgeous design motifs that you really couldn't even see before I painted them, and I want to enhance those gorgeous qualities that are in these beautiful chairs. So I'm going to go back with one of my favorite colors, Belgian blue, and really accentuate all of these gorgeous details. Finished applying all my paints, I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is where I apply my clear sealer all over my project. I really like to jump to this step instead of moving straight on to the antiquing glazes, so that I can have that peace of mind knowing that my piece is really protected and I've got this great sealer all over my gorgeous newly painted finish. Now in order to do so, I'm going to use this really beautiful specialty brush, which we designed to go beautifully with our clear sealer. Here you can see the consistency of it, and it's very light and very easy to work with. It's going to go on clear and not change your color at all, so be sure you do not skip this step. In order to get started, I'm going to just take my brush, dip it in, and get a really light coat onto my brush. Now once I get that really light coat onto my brush, I'm just going to use a really simple back and forth movement to make sure I cover my entire piece. Now this next step is one of my favorite parts of the entire process, and it's probably going to become one of your favorite parts too. In this step, I love using one of our beautiful antiquing glazes to really bring out the beautiful details of the piece and just to add that gorgeous aged antique style into my projects. To get started, I'm going to use my specialty brush in order to apply the glaze. We designed these brushes to go beautifully with our antiquing glaze. The size of the brush, the density of the bristles, they really help give you a lot of control as you're applying the glaze all over your piece, so you really can't mess up. We've designed it in such a way that it's super easy to use. And the same with our glazes. I don't want you to be fooled because the color can look a little bit dark in the can, but once you start applying it, it's going to be very translucent and very easy to work with. The trick is just to add on as much as you like. That way, you're not overwhelmed or intimidated throughout the process. Here you can see the gorgeous end result with the new fabric.